shocking mystery, the monk who opened the third eye. Today, Mind Podcast wants to reveal the shocking self-narrative of the monk who opened his third eye. For a long time, science has acknowledged the existence of the third eye, considering it a degenerated eye. However, some practitioners can activate this eye and see things in different dimensions. The pineal gland, or third eye, has long been recognized by science. Those who open the third eye can often see many miraculous things. In Buddhism, the image of the third eye is depicted on the foreheads of deities in ancient murals and statues in Buddhist temples. This eye grants them extraordinary abilities to see invisible things. Below is the self-narrative of a high monk who has opened his third eye. This story may contain many mysterious and inexplicable things. If you don't believe it, consider it a mythical story and refrain from blaspheming to avoid creating negative karma for yourself. Ordained at a young age. First, let me introduce myself briefly. I am 46 years old this year, and as of 2011, I have been ordained as a monk for over 20 years. My hometown is in Yunnan province, China, but I was ordained at a temple in Myanmar. My hometown deeply respects Buddhism. Almost every family is Buddhist. If someone in the family becomes a monk, the entire family feels very proud. According to my mother, when I was just a month old, I was ordained as a disciple of the Buddha. I was ordained in 1990 when I was 25 years old. At that time, my eldest son was already 8 years old. On the day I shaved my head, everyone in the village came to congratulate me, and my wife was very pleased. In my place, there is a custom that when someone becomes a monk, their wife and children will be well taken care of by the whole village. The temple where I was ordained was very small. Including me, there were less than 10 people. My master was a very old monk who rarely spoke, but the villagers greatly respected him. Under my master's guidance, I began my monastic life. My temple belonged to Theravada Buddhism, recognizing only Buddha Shakyamuni as the supreme being and not acknowledging other Buddhas or Bodhisattvas. Despite being illiterate, I could easily enter deep meditation. Daily monastic life. Monastic life basically consisted of farming, eating, meditating, and reciting sutras. Since I was illiterate, I couldn't understand the Buddhist scriptures, so reciting them was out of the question. However, my master did not force me to learn to read. He said that being illiterate might actually be beneficial. He only required me to follow the precepts, meditate, and practice contemplation, exempting me from sutra recitation. Later on, I became literate due to other circumstances. In Theravada Buddhism, we attain concentration through strict adherence to precepts and focusing the mind. From concentration comes meditative absorption, and from meditative absorption, wisdom is born. Interestingly, my fellow monks and even my master found it challenging to enter deep meditation, managing it only a few times a year. But after just 3 months of practice, I could achieve deep meditative states during seated meditation. I know many lay practitioners meditate but rarely experience deep meditation. In reality, deep meditation is like this. People sit cross-legged, eliminating distracting thoughts, gradually entering complete stillness. In this state of stillness, all sensory functions of the body are lost. One feels as if only a few minutes or seconds have passed, but upon emerging from meditation, several hours have gone by. My master said my quick entry into deep meditation was due to my illiteracy, opening the third eye. In the summer of 1991, I had been ordained for over a year. One evening, under my master's guidance, all the monks in the temple sat in a circle around the Buddha's staff. Suddenly, I entered deep meditation. I felt I had meditated for about an hour, but upon emerging, my fellow monks said I had been sitting there for 7 days. Moreover, during those 7 days, a 7-colored halo continuously radiated from my head, visible to the naked eye. No one could explain where this halo came from. A few days later, I suddenly realized that I could see objects with my eyes closed, even more clearly than with my eyes open. I consulted my master, who said that I had awakened the divine power of the celestial eye. The third eye is a good thing. Reflecting on past lives, I became more diligent in my practice. In early 1992, one morning while bowing before the Buddha statue, I suddenly discovered that the statue of Shakyamuni Buddha emitted a brilliant halo. Simultaneously, I felt a fiery warmth entering my body from the top of my head, gradually spreading throughout my body. I entered a state of trance, as if time had stopped. It was an incredibly wondrous sensation, akin to bathing in warm water in a dream. I felt a sudden enlightenment, and my heavenly eye, divine vision, advanced further. At that moment, I saw the Dharma body of Shakyamuni Buddha inside the statue. Moreover, I recalled events from many past lives. It turned out that in my previous 2 lives, I was a monk who practiced diligently but did not attain true enlightenment due to accumulated karma over many lifetimes. Nevertheless, each time before passing away, I vowed to continue practicing in the next life. Hence, in this life, I entered the Buddha's gate once again, continuing my past affinity. Thanks to my practice over 2 lifetimes, much of my karma was dissolved, and I accumulated immense merit. This made my practice in this life relatively easier, a level ordinary practitioners could not compare to. The Buddha no longer oversees the mundane world. Based on my foundation and profound vows over 3 lifetimes, I knew that as long as I practiced diligently, I would surely attain true enlightenment. Unfortunately, as soon as I recalled my past lives, the Dharma body of Shakyamuni Buddha revealed to me that the Dharma he transmitted could no longer be sustained and could no longer save people, nor could it help them achieve true enlightenment. Moreover, he was about to abandon the mundane world and no longer oversee its affairs. Hearing this distressing news, my heart was filled with sorrow, and tears flowed continuously. I asked the Buddha, "If you abandon the human realm, who will guide and save devoted disciples like us?" The Dharma body of Shakyamuni Buddha replied, "When one person leaves, another will naturally come. Among the 84,000 Dharma gates, there will naturally be a path to guide you to the other shore of nirvana." With that, the Dharma body vanished and was no longer visible. I relayed this situation to my master and others. My master asked about my plans, and after much contemplation, I told him that I would wander and seek the Dharma, searching for the path to the other shore of nirvana. Opening the third eye. Opening the third eye is not mysterious. Earlier, I mentioned the heavenly eye. I know many people are interested in this, so I will elaborate. What is called the heavenly eye, the third eye, or the pineal gland, is what Taoists refer to as the mud pill palace. Everyone has a pineal gland. Through cultivation and energy enhancement, anyone can open the heavenly eye. It's not mysterious at all. Viewing the world through the heavenly eye is vastly different from using physical eyes. This is beyond ordinary imagination. With physical eyes, one can only see in one direction and one surface from a fixed position. But with the heavenly eye, one can see the entire spatial orientation and all knowledge at once. For instance, when looking at a person, people with physical eyes can only see one aspect, and only superficially. But with the heavenly eye, one can see each cell of the person and even perceive their thoughts. Remembering past life memories and suddenly gaining literacy after opening the third eye, especially after recalling past events, I became literate. I could understand a book just by glancing at it. Modern high-tech appeared simple to me, and I could grasp it instantly. In Buddhism, the heavenly eye is divided into 5 levels: fleshly eye, heavenly eye, wisdom eye, dharma eye, and Buddha eye. When I first opened the heavenly eye, I was at the fleshly eye level. By the time I wandered, I had reached the dharma eye level. At the dharma eye level, I could see all the knowledge of humans and animals and observe the karmic connections of 3 lifetimes. However, I couldn't see the future path of beings. Opening the third eye is not superstitious. The heavenly eye can be explained scientifically. For example, the human eye can only see visible light, but not X-rays, gamma rays, or even stronger rays, which are innumerable and omnipresent. The pineal gland can perceive these rays. Understanding the human and animal divide. Why can't animals cultivate? Some may know that animals are not allowed to listen to the Dharma or practice cultivation. Why is that? Because animals lack the essential elements for cultivating Buddha Dharma. They don't possess a human body. So how are humans and animals fundamentally different? There are 2 key points: the dantian and the pineal gland. The dantian stores the primordial energy of the universe, superior to yin-yang energy, also known as the original qi, extremely precious. The pineal gland is the miniature image of the great universe, where the human soul is sealed before rebirth. Why does everyone have Buddha nature? It is because of the Buddha's imprint before rebirth into the human realm. This is the source of human goodness. With these two elements, humans can cultivate and are worthy of hearing the Buddha Dharma. The preciousness of the human body lies in this. Humans are called the spirit of all things because they possess the Buddha's imprint. Animals don't have innate goodness. They lack the pineal gland and the dantian, thus are unworthy of hearing the Buddha Dharma. If you don't believe it, look at animal dissections. No animal has a pineal gland, only humans do. The reality of Darwin's theory. Speaking of Darwin's evolution theory that claims humans evolved from apes is nonsense. Scientists explain the pineal gland as the atrophied third eye. But why don't monkeys, chimpanzees, or any primates have a third eye? And why don't they have a pineal gland? I have seen the truth with my heavenly eye. Darwin was actually a demon king reincarnated to mislead humanity, primarily to undermine people's belief in God and Buddha, making them believe they evolved from apes. Opening the third eye revealed why Shakyamuni Buddha abandoned humanity. People believed in Darwin's absurd theory, ignoring divine existence. This is both humiliating and laughable. Shakyamuni Buddha abandoned humans because most don't believe in God or Buddha, making the Buddha Dharma ineffective for such people. Thus, he had no choice but to let go. Divine beings have immense wisdom, compassion, and powers, but cannot change the human heart. Without a change in heart, even divine beings are helpless. Humans no longer believe in God or Buddha, nor do they want to cultivate, unlike animals whose pineal gland is not sealed, making their wisdom fully open. Humans mistakenly think they are smarter than animals, but animals understand everything and strive to obtain a human body for cultivation. Current situation. Many people in the world appear human but are actually possessed by animal spirits. Prostitutes have these spirits. Most willingly entering prostitution have fox spirits. They steal human essence. In Beijing, a brothel called Heaven on Earth was found where all prostitutes were possessed by fox spirits. The demonic aura was overwhelming. Visiting brothels reduces fortune and lifespan because of these spirits stealing human essence. People in vegetative states have no physical damage. Their organs function normally but lack consciousness because their soul has entered the cycle of rebirth. Some wake up after many years in a vegetative state, as their soul re-enters their body. However, many memories have been lost and mental faculties have declined. Such phenomena are mostly caused by animals, specifically demonic creatures causing chaos in the world. Some animals that have only cultivated for a short time have low levels of spiritual practice and are very ignorant. They do not realize that once they possess a human body, they can no longer meet the requirements for further cultivation. Moreover, their wisdom will also be sealed. Hence, when they possess a human body, the vegetative person may wake up, but their intellectual abilities will have significantly deteriorated. Of course, there are animals that have cultivated for hundreds of thousands of years and possess great supernatural powers. In such cases, even if they possess a human body, these issues do not arise, and everything appears normal. To an ordinary person, it is impossible to detect their presence. The shocking revelations from the high monk above explain the chaotic situations occurring in today's society. People no longer believe in gods and Buddhas and have insulted themselves by considering themselves to have evolved from monkeys. Due to disbelief in gods and Buddhas and the concept of karma, people dare to commit all kinds of evil without restraint. Not only the high monk mentioned above, but many others who have opened their third eye have also observed similar situations. Thank you for accompanying us on this wonderful journey. If you found this video meaningful and wish to see more useful content, please click the subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos.